Yeah, welcome to this next episode. So in this episode, I'll be continuing from where we stopped last time. So you are going to be discussing fee management. So I said something about fee management in our previous video. I said as a school, the first thing to do is to set the fee structure. Then you generate fee invoice. You generate fee invoice, and you must ensure that after setting the fee structure and you generated invoice, this tuition fee and this outstanding fee must equate to each other. So after which you've ensured that or you've proven that this fee structure and the generated invoice fee has been done correctly. So then you now begin to record your payment. So as you are recording the payment, the outstanding fee will be reducing gradually So this arrears balance talks about, I said this arrears balance talks about the previous amounts, the previous debt that the student is owing in the previous times, in the previous terms and section. So that is why it's still showing zero. But this tuition fee and outstanding fee must, at the point of setting fee structure and generating fee invoice, they must be the same until you now start entering payment for all the students, and this payment information will also reflect in the student portal. So now and then there is another thing I want to explain. I said um, under certain fee structure, for the new students, you will not factor in new student fee structure separately. So every other cost attached to new students you know, have to be done under invoice management. So what I'm saying in a nutshell is that that already you set fee structure for all the students, whether it is a returning student or new student, the actual amount they are supposed to pay, you've already set it. Okay. Then for the new student now, do you factor in other costs? Costs like uniform, costs like textbooks, and so on and so forth. So where you are going to be doing it is under invoice management. So we go to invoice management, you create invoice. So when you create invoice, you fetch for the student. That's the first approach. You fetch for the student by inputting the reg number of the student. When you click on the fetch, so it's going to be importing the student information. Don't forget that the invoice number is automated. So you're not typing the invoice number. As you can see, the name of the student is Khaled Martin Sean. Then you now begin to input all the items one after the other. The item name, so the quantity, then the unit price, 3,000. So it automatically calculate the total. So if you have multiple items, come here and select add button, this green button here, click on it, click on it. Okay, books, how many pieces? 4 pieces. How much is one? 2,000. Okay, now, and that one is a pen, one, 300, and so on and so forth. So now, eventually, the student is meant to pay a sum of 23,300. So if the student is paying everything, you type it 23,300. If he's not paying everything, let's say he's paying 20,000. I just want to use as a case study. So which means that the student will still balance 3,300. So when you save this invoice, the invoice will be saved successfully. And as you can see the invoice. You can see the invoice. So it's to show the cashier, the name of the cashier that issued or that created this invoice. So that is why it's showing Eduflow, because I'm the one issuing this invoice. So now if the student now comes again and say, okay, that he wants to pay his remaining money, you click on button, this button that looks like card. So once you click on it, you can easily continue the payment and enter the payment 3,300. But I want to show you something. Now you can also print the payment. You can print the invoice or the receipt, as you can see. So this is the receipt. This is the look of the receipt. That's the barcode information beneath it. So now I want to show you something. Let me just log into this student portal and see whether I will see my payment history. So let me log into this student portal and show you whether I will see payment history and what everything I've done so far. So we have Password is okay. I think this is not complete. 30 slash um 30 slash 0001. Okay. Now, can you see now? So which means that the e-force balance is now what? Is 4,300. 4,300. This particular student was owing 1,000 before in our previous class. I don't know if you are following us. Let me go to a payment history so that you understand the procedure. As you can see, we have two invoices already. So in the first time, it was owing 1,000. Now, when we now generate another invoice, so it was now owing 3,300. Now the summation of this two invoice, so that's what we are seeing on the dashboard, 4,300. So had it been the reason why it's showing time fee not available and fee balance not fee balance clear because we've not set fee structure, and at the same time we've not generated fee invoice. If you have done those two, so the time fee will reflect here, then the fee balance will also reflect here. So as the student is paying the fee balance, it will be what? It will be reducing. Once student has completely paid his fee balance, to show cleared. Okay, so I think that's that on student portal on fee payment. So you must ensure that, in nutshell, what I'm saying in nutshell is that whenever you factor in what's it called? Whenever you factor in um, whenever you are setting fee structure, you must set the actual fee. Okay, you must set the actual fee that students in a specific class are paying. Don't say because there are no students you want to set for new students separately, you set for returning students separately, you to destabilize the portal. Okay, so you must make sure that you set a general tuition fee for students in GSS1, a general tuition fee for students in GSS2. Of course, the tuition fee cannot be the same. Students in SS1 will pay more than the student in GSS1. So you set a totally different amount for them. But what I'm saying is that don't add the cost of textbooks, cost of uniform to the cost to the tuition fee. So you make sure that you issue invoice for those ones. You make sure that you issue invoice for those ones. So I was talking about the last one I was talking about is notification. So in the admin can also set or write notification that will be made visible in the student portal and in the teachers portal. As you can see, this text you are seeing displaying or scrolling on this yellow box is what we mean by notification. So just type the notification here. Once you type the notification here, then you select the target audience. If you are targeting both students and staff, so just select all. If you are targeting just the admin, just the staff, I mean, so select admin, then you add notification. So it will be displaying in the staff or in the student portal as the case may be. So I want to believe by now you will be able to set your fee structure, and the first thing is set your fee structure, generate fee invoice, then begin to enter payment. Begin to enter payment. Thank you very much for listening.